What's up, guys? This is Baker. Just out for a nice little cruise. Check out that sky. It's pretty. Oh yeah, look at that sunset. I don't know if you could see it behind the trees back that way. That's awesome. Yes, sir. That is awesome. I think I'm going to ride out by Mill Creek. Check out that area. Had another day with decent weather. Slight overcast today, but you know, at least the sun wasn't shining down directly on you. Look at all kinds of gas. I need to get a gas set up for my welders. I have a Hobart MIG welder, and then I have a like Chinese TIG welder. I have a crappy Harbor Freight flux welder. It's not the most terrible thing, but it's pretty bad. But in my case, I need to replace pretty much the ground clamp, the nozzle, and the wire, the liner for the wire. It's all come apart inside. Needless to say, that thing welds like crap. The Hobart weld's pretty nice. But I'm running flux wire through it, so you know, I want to see what it's capable of. I'd like to get a nice gas setup. I know C25 is like the go-to gas, you know, what people run. I don't know. I've heard people running on straight CO2 without issues, and I think it really just kind of depends on what you're welding and how you're welding. And I really don't want to rinse a cylinder. I'd rather buy it and own it, you know. I mean, I think that's the wise thing to, it's a wise investment. You just have to pay to refill it. I had a buddy that lived out here on Clark Switchboard, down that way, but he passed away years back. I miss that guy. He was really cool. Goofy. Pretty popular. He was always on the phone. That was back when I had the 2000 R1. It's been a while. starting to really enjoy this 03. Fuel injection's nice. You know, you don't have to worry about the carburetors getting gummed up or taking them off, cleaning them. Of course, this one could use a sink pretty bad. I tried it once, but I mean the readings, cylinders 1 and 4 had way less vacuum. Cylinders 2 and 3 had a lot more. And as far as cylinder, I think cylinder 4, correct me if I'm wrong, 1 or 4, it's this side. The adjustment screw was maxed all the way. You couldn't get it to pull any more vacuum to match 2 and 3. So I don't know. I matched them the best I could. Put it back together. It just really makes me wonder if there's an issue with that cylinder. When I get some downtime, I need to check the getting ahead of myself. I need to check the compression, see if there's any issues going on there. Maybe torn boot or something. I don't know. This is where my friend was buried, the one that passed away, I pointed out. Looks like an old Trans Am or something. Check out that deer. Little kitty cat. Man, this Clarksville restaurant right here, little mom and pop place, best tenderloin. I swear, those things are massive. And they put it on a regular sized bun, so you have like a giant tenderloin on a little, you know, regular bun. Get that puppy fully dressed with steak fries. Oh man, delicious. There's Mill Creek. Some deer out there. I think there was a bug in my mouth. Oh baby, come to Papa. Oh, this front end is so stiff. So I put a zip tie on my fork tubes. I mean, I only needed to do it on one side, but I did it on both, just, you know, why not? And I've been trying to get this thing dialed in. Like, you know, I know you're supposed to do the whole like rider static sag and all that, but anyway, I was using most all of the travel, so you know, yeah, I would have this much zip tie would be at the bottom, like this much tube left. So I cranked it down a couple clicks, compression rebound, a half-turn preload, and now it's super stiff, so I'm gonna have to back it off a little. I've been meaning to do that, I just forgot. And by the way, my previous videos, I was like, you know, I don't know if I like this new muffler or not. Well, I like it. It's not bad. I wanted it to be right outside of the bottom fairing, you know, like right off that pipe, and just kind of stick out of the side. But the way this 03 is that pipe runs from the header straight back, like points straight to the rear tire, so I couldn't do it. On the 2000 model, it had a slight angle to it. On that bike, I was able to just put the muffler onto that pipe and it'd come out the side perfect. On this one, I couldn't do that, so I used the Two Brothers mid pipe, I guess you'd call it, and put the muffler on that. It's a shorter muffler, so of course it's going to be louder than the Two Brothers. But I'm kind of digging the sound of it, so. A couple of tractors, those are nice. Well, they're neat. Pretty cool. They'd be nice if I had them. I'd love to restore stuff. Like, I was in the market for a riding mower. You know, I got sick of push mowing. And so I found this Cub Cadet older mower, you know, it's when they made them out of metal instead of plastic. And, you know, the guy was like, oh, you know, it doesn't run, but I think it's not getting spark or something. You know, I think it needs the coil replaced. Okay, yeah, sure. Gave him, you know, a couple $100. Trailered it home. I get to looking at it, and the engine's cranking, but the piston's just sitting still. So threw the rod. Ended up rebuilding it, you know, a few $100s. And I completely stripped it down to the frame. This thing was just packed full of dirt. It was nasty. But it was a fun project. I stripped it down to the frame and washed it off real good, you know, and just put it back together, rebuilt the engine. Runs great. I rebuilt the deck on it, new blades and spindles. I just used it today, you know, it works really well. I have this 260cc scooter, Linhai Classic, or Aeolus, or, you know, there's a lot of names for it. It's a clone of a Yamaha YP250 that they sell overseas. I think Europe, you know, the UK, and places like that. So the Chinese got a hold of it, basically cloned it, put it under a different name, and sold it in the United States as the Linhai Classic 260. It's a 2006, and, you know, I bought it for 50 bucks. Didn't run, of course. It had sat outside for a couple years. It was missing parts. But I did the same thing with that. I stripped it to the frame, you know, because you can see rust on the frame. So I stripped it down. I sanded all the rust, repainted the frame, built it back up, replaced parts as I went. I didn't rebuild the engine. I probably should have. Because this thing, he said it had overheating issues when it did run. And when I pulled the thermostat housing, the thermostat out, the water pump, it had this white gunk, like jello, just packed. You know, I've never seen that before, but that would be why it overheat. I think that's why it would overheat. It's not getting any coolant flow. I mean, I cleaned all that out the best I could. New thermostat, new water pump. The carburetor got a good cleaning. New filter, spark plug, new ignition coil. Supposedly when it was sitting at this guy's house, somebody stole the controls, the throttle, the brake masters. So I replaced all that. You know, just fixed it up, cleaned it up. It looks really nice. I haven't titled or registered it yet. But yeah, I had it running and then it sat for a couple months, and I went to start it just the other day, and for whatever reason it wouldn't start. Like I'm telling you, this thing was a headache. Trying to find information and like wiring diagrams for this thing, it's damn near impossible. Closest thing is the YP250, and of course all the wire colors are different. You just got to use your noggin. Use your noggin. And there are some websites that you can go to. But yeah, this thing needed all sorts of stuff, and like the CDI box was missing, and you know, I didn't know what all it needed, and I just wanted a fun little cheap project, and that's what I got. In the end, it wasn't cheap, but you know, it's all about the journey, not so much the destination, right? Of course, the destination, it matters. But I'd like to mess with that thing again. God, it was such a headache because it has, you know, all the safety switches. I had the hardest time getting spark. I even replaced the stator, all that crap. But I eventually did get it to run. You know, and idled pretty well. Even the fuel gauge didn't work. The sender was just frozen, and I got it unstuck. This little town is Westfield. It's a really small town. There's a biker. Yeah, a few cruisers in there. Oh boy. This road hasn't gotten much better. visiting. Well, thanks for having us. Another project I have. It's a 2001 Yamaha Warrior 350 ATV. It's blue in color. It had a blown engine. Bought it for $100. And I rebuilt the engine, stripped it down, cleaned it up. Runs good. It does need tires though. But that's what I like to do, you know. I like to take machines that need help and just fix them. You know, I love engines. I just hate that damn gas prices are so high. It's like they're trying to phase out gasoline engines. It's pissing me off, to be honest. It's really irritating. I've been starting to see a lot more bikes out. Pretty cool. My nose keeps itching. Alright, I gotta watch for deer. I remember I had a close call once on this road. And I target fixated on the thing, and I damn near hit it. That was many years ago. On the same road, I had a rectifier problem. My sister came to the rescue. Jump started the bike, drive it, you know, a mile, maybe half mile, thing would die, jump start it, take off. Just had to keep doing that. I was probably 6 miles from home. Didn't have a truck or trailer. I don't really know where to go or what to do. I mean, do you guys have any suggestions? You know, what do you want to see? Let me know. I'll do my best to do it. I will try my best. I will have to do a valve adjustment sooner or later. So I'll probably do a video about that. I know there's a couple videos out there already, but, you know. It doesn't hurt to have another. really like to find an older dirt bike, like a 250 and up. Put lights and signals on it, basically get it titled for street use. Kind of rock it like a supermoto or something like that. That way I can take you guys off-road as well as on. Could damn near go anywhere we want. See, I'd like to move somewhere else with a lot more scenery to explore. I mean, it's pretty flat through here. It's just farmland and trees. You know, grain silos. It's pretty chill out here. Honestly, it doesn't really make for exciting videos. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I never learned how to wheelie. I mean, I understand the concept. You know, I don't know. In my head, it seems simple, you know, like, oh yeah, let's do that. And then you get on it and you're like, yeah, I don't know. This thing's kind of heavy and I really don't like falling. And I fixed this thing up once when I bought it. You know, I don't know. I just think it'd be kind of cool. Just freaking clutch up. Oh, that reminds me. In my MSF class, there was this chick, and she was in front of me. We were, shoot. I don't know, we were going around this course, so it was like a, I don't know, you know, it was weaving, and then it's like around an oval, basically. Anyway, we go around this oval, and this chick's in front of me, and she like pulls off, and by the time I get up there, her nose is pointing back toward the course. You know, it basically turns right here, goes back that way. Her nose is like right here, you know, so I slow down, and I'm expecting her to like just pull back in, and we ended up in like a stalemate. Thinking back, I should have just kept going, but I stopped. You know, I slowed, stopped, and I kind of gestured to people behind me, stop. I was leading the pack. I think she was the last one. That's what it was, and she had pulled off or something for whatever reason. Anyway, so we're stopped, you know, and I'm not like trying to rush her, but I just say, you know, you can go. And I think it made her nervous. She freaked out. And all of a sudden you just hear, and she dumped the clutch. That thing shot straight up. 12 o'clock. Pulled a freaking nooner from a stop. It just ate the asphalt. Or actually, it was tarmac. It's even worse. Yeah, she went down pretty hard. Like, the thing dragged her. Because she was trying to hold on, if you can imagine. Like, you're sitting down, the thing just comes up. All of a sudden, your legs are dangling behind it, you know. You're still holding on. And it's just dragging you behind it. Oh, I felt so bad for her. So bad. was a really good course. The instructors were passionate about it. They knew what they were doing. I completed mine at the Coles County Airport here in Illinois. The best part is it's free of charge. I mean, there's a deposit of $20, but you know, it's 20 bucks, who cares? And at the end of the course, you can fill out a paper designating it as a donation to the MSF, or you can check the box for a refund and you'll get the $20 back. I just donated it. I mean, it was a good course. You know, they did an excellent job, so. And I want to make sure that course stays available for everybody else. So if you ask me, it's the better approach to getting your motorcycle endorsement rather than just practicing on your own and going up to your DMV or VMV, whatever, and taking the test. I mean, if you're experienced and you know what you're doing, sure, just go take the test, get your endorsement. If you are a new rider, take the MSF. If you have never operated a clutch, take the MSF. Trust me, it's well worth it. Friday, a half day in the classroom. Saturday, classroom, range, classroom. Sunday, same thing. Actually, I think Sunday we met on the range and then went to the classroom. Because the last day, you do your last course numbers, and then you do your final test, your writing test. You know, they do it in segments. So it's like everything you learn, you won't do it all at once on your final test. You do it in sections. They take the group, they set up a section, and then one at a time you will go. I mean, it sucks because everyone's there watching you, but it's fine. I mean, what's the difference between that and riding out on the street like this? There's really no difference. I always find it awkward sitting at stoplights. You know, like people pull up next to you. It's like, what's up? You know, because you're on a bike, everybody's looking at you, checking out your bike. I don't know. But I'd really like my girlfriend to get into riding. She loves riding with me, but I just think it'd be a lot more fun if she had her own bike. We could ride together. She's never driven a car with a clutch, so she's for sure gonna take the MSF course. For sure. But I'd like to find a smaller bike that she can practice on. There's no way in hell I'm letting her on this. Not until she's comfortable with riding. I did, however, let her practice with the clutch a little bit in the garage. You know, she straddled the bike, started it up, eased out on the clutch, let it roll a few feet, squeezed in the clutch, and then rolled, you know, went back to where she was and did it over again. But I didn't let her do that until she passed some tests. I got out the MSF book printed off some testing and study material, and I'm impressed. She passed. Took a little bit of learning, but she learned all the controls, you know, and processes for checking and starting your bike. She impressed me. I'm having a hard time seeing out of this visor. There's a lot of bugs. I don't know how much battery's left on this. It's probably dead. It probably died like 20 minutes ago. I just wanted to go for a little cruise and talk a little bit. So you guys enjoy your day or night. And I'll see you later.